starting from Hainan Island, the southernmost province of China. You can reach Sansha City in the southern tip by this transportation supply ship. Sansha is made up of more than 280 islands, sandbars, reefs, and other sea areas. April to May are the most beautiful seasons in this part of China. The sea is colorful with an average visibility of more than 30 meters. Looking down from a high altitude, the islands in front of us do not seem to be connected with each other. But they are known as the 7 connected islets. That is because beneath the sea, there is a huge reef holding them together, forming a common foundation for the little islands. As the tide rises and falls, they display a variety of features. Most of the isles here are made up of coral remains. Coral secretes limestone, which becomes their living shells. Gather together and grow and multiply from generation to generation. Layer upon layer of limestone is added and then compacted to form the coral reef we see today. This reef is still growing towards the sea at a rate of about 2.5 centimeters per year.
Located in the northeast of China, the Changbai Mountains is named after its iconic scenery of being perpetually white almost all year long. These mountains were found around 2.77 million years ago, after volcano eruptions due to the movement of the Earth's crust. At the top of the main mountain, there is a crater lake with an altitude of 2,100 meters. It is called Tianchi in Chinese, literally meaning Heaven Lake. Its latest eruption happened around 300 years ago. Tianchi is the largest crater lake in China, and it is the deepest mountain lake around the world as well. The average depth of water is 204 meters. It has stored over 2 billion tons of fresh water, which is able to supply the population in Beijing downtown for 22 months. The winter lasts for 9 months in the Changbai Mountains. Thus, the crest of the mountain is covered by snow most of the time. The depth of the snow is 50 centimeters on average. It is extremely difficult to visit the mountain during the winter. Lake Tianchi only melts in mid-July due to the cold weather, and the water in the lake is flowing for only 30 days every year. It is always misty and cloudy. According to the locals, people could only see the most imposing scenery here if they have a special mysterious connection with this magical mountain.
Mount Sigunyang or Mount Four Sisters is located in southwestern China's Sichuan province. The mountain gets its name from its 4 peaks adjacent to each other. Local legend says that the mountain god's 4 beautiful daughters defeated the devil and turned into 4 snow mountains to guard the local people. The snowy mountains offer one of the toughest challenges for those who would like to conquer them. Out of the 4 sisters, the youngest one, the Yaomei Peak, is the highest and the steepest of them all. With the altitude of 6,250 meters, only the bravest climbers around the world dare to take the challenge. There are glaciers hanging on the southern slope and extending to the foot of the mountain. The western and the northern slope are formed by the daunting steep rocks. So far, the summit record for the Yaomei Peak is only 11 times. The Japanese and the American made it twice each. The British, the French, and the Russian teams made it once each. And Chinese team reached the top for 4 times. Besides the 4 remarkable peaks, Mount Sigunyang also has lots of other mountains and valleys that are ready for exploration. The 5,484 meters high Camel Peak is formed by 2 connected peaks. Between them, there is a glacial plain. But right behind these glaciers is a vertical cliff. And we have the Puomiu Peak that looks like a pyramid. 5 Colors Mountain with an altitude of 5,500 meters and Hunter Mountain with an altitude of 5,182 meters. Thanks for its breathtaking and wide landscape, Mount Sigunyang is also known as the Oriental Alps. For the bravest adventurers worldwide, the 4 sisters will continue to lure them and wait for the next one to stand on top of them.
The earth is a place of endless wonder, where landscapes are often created from mere dust. The Loess Plateau is such a place. It is located in north of central China and contains 70% of the lowest on the planet. It is hard to imagine a time when they did not exist, but this hill land was created by particles carried by the wind. The entire Make landscape has a total of 620,000 square kilometers. Even seen from above, it's hard to comprehend the sheer size of it. The lowest dune is thousands of meters high and 300 meters at its thickest. 8 million years ago, super strong winds blew sand and dust here. The entire process of dust carrying and stacking took more than 2.6 million years. Scientists can tell the wind direction by the thickness of the lowest. Because tiny dust particles that carried the furthest, they came to rest in the southeasternmost part of the plateau. The sand in the northwest part of the plateau is much rougher. Where the river crossed, an alluvial plain was deposited. People gradually started to settle around these fertile areas. They farmed in the valley and built roads between the ravines. Finally, they made this ancient land their home and prospered generation after generation.